Okay, hi guys. I'm doing a video for assignment number 8 SUS. So I'm just going to try to do a short video for this assignment. Ne? You'll read the instructions. The introduction is already done. So we are going to start with this one where it says paid document. So here basically they're saying that you are supposed to paste another student's assignment that he or she posted on the group discussion number 2 for assignment. Okay, that's a group discussion for assignment number 2. So here you are presenting the opposite of what you said on your assignment. If you said the payment was not good, which means that you are going to find a student who said that the payment was good. If you said the payment was good, you are going to find a student who said that the payment was not good. And then you are going to paste that work here. I already pasted someone's work on the document. So now you are supposed to put inverted commas like I did. These are the inverted commas. And then you write the student name. So I said by Gudani. So we are going to number 3. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. So I'll try to explain as much as I can. We are saying that we are supposed to take out the implicit and the explicit premises from the assignment. Okay, that short text that you pasted there from the group discussion. So I'm just writing this. I'll do 2 or 3. I'm just trying to show you how to work through it. So we'll start with the explicit. Explicit, it simply means things that the student said explicitly, exactly what the student said on the assignment. Okay, from what I can get from this assignment, it is a dream to earn such a money. Okay, from what I'm getting also, it is that he worked hard. From what I'm getting again, it is fair. It was fair for him to get the salary. Okay, let's say it was a fair salary. Yes, okay. These are the premises that I took out. Let's say the explicit. What was said explicit? These are some of them, not all of them. These are some of them. So, what we are going to do right now? We are going to the implicit premises. The implicit premises. These are the premises that the student. What is being implied? The student is saying this. But what is the deeper message or the deeper meaning of that statement that the student is saying? Okay. So if you are saying let me just say some of the implicit premises, you might take them from the explicit premises, or you can just take a look again and at the work that was presented, and then you take out the implicit premises from this assignment. Ne? Okay, the implicit premises here, I can say that. Okay, let me read again. Okay, he did not steal the money. The first thing that we thought, actually, the first thing that we all thought, it was the money was stolen. Obviously we thought it was something bad was done, but then we realized, oh no, he didn't steal the money. I'm not saying it is a fair salary, but then he did not steal the money actually. So the fair or the not fair part, it's all up to you guys. Okay, what I can take again from what has been said, I can say that okay. Upon reading, it became clear that the shares that they bought. Okay, what I can also get is that he is a masterminded a good business deal for himself. So yeah, these are the implicit and the explicit premises that I can come up with from that assignment. You can do as many as 4, as 5, as long as you can explain them, as long as you can, and you understand what you're doing actually. Okay, after you get these premises, let me just put it. Let me just put it like just like that. I'm not saying it's a premises from that one, but then this is what is being implied. We're taking it as it is. So after that, you are going to come to restate the conclusion. What is the conclusion from these premises that you got from this assignment? So you'll have to state the conclusion. Mostly it will be more the same as what has been said on the assignment. So we can do something like a good salary he did not steal any money as he invested to grow his money in okay. Yeah, okay. Basically, let me just write this. We're doing a conclusion. Conclusion is a conclusion, guys. Conclusion, which means that you are concluding what you said here. So you are going to conclude from this. You're not concluding from. You are concluding from this. You get me? So you are going to write your conclusion based on these premises. So which means that your conclusions, we have to see something like it's a dream. You worked hard. It was a fair salary. He did not steal. Yeah, you get me. And then you write your conclusion. Remember to take good care, or let's say, make sure you understand the word count. You know what is the word count for the whole assignment or for the question, so that you don't overstate the work or write things that are not supposed to be written, just to be on a safe side. So this is your premises. This is your conclusion. So here we are going to evaluate the acceptability of the premises and the validity of the premises. So here it gets interesting. So what I usually do is you copy this part. We copy this part. We paste it here. you copy and paste it here. Now we are evaluating. We are going to evaluate the valid acceptability and the validity of the premises. Here we are saying that, are you accepting the premises? Are you accepting what the student actually said? Is it valid? Is it a valid point? So here, that's what we are going to do actually. So question 1, yeah, what's wrong with the premises? Okay, we are evaluate the acceptability. So what you do here, the first thing maybe that you can do is, okay, I can say it's not acceptable. Why are you saying it's not acceptable? Which means that you are going to evaluate each and every premises, if it's acceptable or not acceptable. Remember, you have your own assignment where you have the opposite of what is being said here. So what is being said here, is it acceptable to you? Do you think it's a valid point where you can say, okay, yeah, it's a point, I understand where you're going, or it's not acceptable at all? Which means that you have to say it's not acceptable. Why? Why are you saying it's not acceptable? It's not acceptable because of this and 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 this. Now you are supporting your work. This is what you're going to do on all these premises. He worked hard. It's acceptable. For me, it's acceptable. It's acceptable. He worked hard because, okay, he worked hard for the company. He worked hard for the company to be where it is today, plus the experience that the guy had from other companies. He came and used that experience in this company so that it can be where it is right now. So it is acceptable that he really worked hard for him to have to earn such a money. It is acceptable, but then the money is way over the limit. Actually, it's a big salary, so we cannot argue that. But then it is acceptable. The guy really worked hard. He invested. He used his own money to get where he is at the moment. Is it the salary fair? I will say that the salary is not fair. It's not fair. So the premises is okay. It's fair. Let me say it's fair. Remember your things. What you are saying right now. It's fair. It's fair. So the premises is acceptable. Okay, remember I said he worked hard, ne? So if he worked hard, which means that the salary is fair. Remember, I'm just doing a short video explaining. So what I've done here right now, ne? You are supposed to explain. It's acceptable. It's acceptable because of this and this and this. It's not acceptable because of this and this. You are supposed to explain, actually, ne? So to save time so that the video is not long, I'm not going to type because it will take time. So I'll just be explaining. I will just be explaining. So it's fair. It's fair, so the premise is acceptable. It was a fair salary. He invested with his own money, like I said. So which means that the money that he used, it's his. The money that he got, it's also his. Even if it's too much, it's his own money. So if let's take for example, you can even give, for me, the example that I can give right now. If you place a bet and you win 2 million with 20 rand, so it's the money. Is that money too much for you or not? So we can say that he gambled with his own money. He bought shares. Those shares at the end of the day made him a rich guy. He got that money because of those shares. So it is fair. It is a fair payment, even though it's too much, even though it is not an acceptable what do you call that thing? It cannot be used as a universal law. So yeah, it is fair. So basically, you are going to check the premises. What is wrong with the premises? Is it acceptable? Is it not acceptable? That's how we are going to do it. Even on the, okay, there were 3. Now we are going to make sure you go to the implicit premises. Also with the implicit premises, you are going to do the very same thing. Is it acceptable? You are going to do the same thing. Is it not acceptable? Why? You are going to do the very same thing even in the implicit premises. The reason why I do this assignment this way is so that even if you are doing something wrong, even if it's you are putting information that is not that correct or not, they can even give you a 50 for effort. It's something, as long as you don't fail the assignment. So instead of generalizing the acceptability of the premises as a whole, for example, instead of saying explicit premises and then you said you just arrive with the premises are acceptable or because of this and this and this and this, and no, just make sure you separate your work. It looks clean, it looks it has logic, it is traceable, let me say. So if I'm reading your work, I can know, okay, we're talking about the acceptability of this premise and this and this and this and this and this. So yeah, so this is what you're going to do. Is it acceptable? Is it not? And then the very same thing is you are going to evaluate the valid. Is it valid? Is it a valid premise? Do you think that the premise is valid? Yes, it's valid or not. You are going to say it's valid. You give your explanation. It's not valid. You give your explanation. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do the very same thing with all the premises. That's why I copied and pasted them the premises here, so that you can understand and write the assignment is. So you're going to write it's valid, it's not. That's how I usually work on this assignment, and that's how most of the students get their passes from the work that I do. So I try to make sure that I do the work straight, simple and straightforward. Even if it's a long journey, I have to make sure that I do a good assignment. So if you do the assignment this way, I'm guaranteed, even if you're as long as the information is making sense, you'll pass the assignment. I'm 100% sure. So let's continue. I think I've explained question number 4. What's wrong with the premises? We are done. Let's go to 5. A better argument. This is the last one. Okay, here, here's the trick with this assignment. With this answer. What I usually do with this one, if you did a very good assignment on number 2, I'm not saying it's the correct thing to do. If you did a very good assignment for assignment number 2, here's what you do. If you did a good assignment, here is what you do. You go to that assignment, you copy. What do you think? You copy this question. Actually, you copy these 2 questions. Remember, you are copying your own assignment right now. This is a shortcut to simplify the things. You paste it here. And then you remove this. Why do you think so? Because that question was not asked right now. But then you are trying to make sure that your better argument has a logic, né? Okay. The reason for me to do this, né? The assignment, actually, this assignment is based on assignment number 2. That assignment, the question that is being asked here, you have already answered that question. Remember, this opinion, if you did a very good assignment, if you passed your assignment number 2, just take your opinion and put it on this question, and then you just have to list your premises. If you didn't do the good assignment, just try to change the and there. Make sure that your opinion is making sense. Okay, the other thing, This is very important. In-text referencing. When you say a point, support it with an in-text reference. It's either it's a theory, it's either, like for example here, let me just read this table. Nesbus was led by Van Dijk from 2013, and it grew under him as he had the knowledge and skills that were essential in making the company to grow economically. This was a statement that I took from the internet, and it was an article that was written by Gumbi in 2019. So I supported Uri. Okay, the payment. Here, you remember, the payment was good, and then he didn't do anything wrong. He had the skills. He did what he had to do. He invested. He got those shares. He sold those shares. They made a lot of money for him. So I'm supporting this statement with a valid source. So for you to get more marks, just try to support your statement with a valid source, and remember to put your references at the end of the document. Just like this. Put your references accessed when. Please put your references at the end of the document. That will help you to get good marks. Now we are going to list the premises from this assignment. So we are going to list the premises from this assignment. Remember, we already listed the premises because I'm using the very same assignment, but then I'm not saying listen to what I'm saying, don't do what I'm doing right now. Listen to what I'm saying actually. The premises here, I'll just take the implicit and the explicit premises and paste them here. So this is how your assignment is supposed to look like. So remember, let me wrap up this. Let me conclude right now. There is a bad argument. A bad argument is an argument that is opposite from the argument that you did on assignment number 2. You are going to put it here. You give a name. I'm explaining right now. I'm explaining what you are supposed to do. A bad argument is the opposite of what you said on assignment number 2, which means that if you said that the payment was good, you are going to say that if you said the payment was good, you are going to say that you are going to say here you are going to paste in, the word that you said the payment was not good. It's a bad argument. You are going to list the premises from this bad argument, and then you are going to go again to give a conclusion. Make sure that your conclusion is a little bit longer, not more than 2 lines actually, because here I'm just trying to save time. I'm just trying to explain the assignment. What is wrong with the premises? And then you're going to write, or what is wrong with the premises? Is the premises acceptable? Why are you saying it's acceptable? Why are you not saying it's not acceptable? Is the premises valid? Why are you saying it is valid? Why are you saying it is not valid? This is the premises that you got from the assignment that you took from that student. And then your better argument. State your opinion of Van Dijk's earning. Remember, you have already done this on your assignment number 2. If your assignment number 2 was good, you paste your work here. It actually is the question. That is the question from assignment number 2. You see? What do you think of the payment? This is your opinion. They just changed the single word. What do you think of it? This is the opinion that they want on this assignment. So you are going to paste, or you're going to write, if you have a better argument than the one that you presented on your assignment. If you have the argument that you presented on your assignment, if it was a good argument, you're going to copy it and paste it here. And if you know your argument was not convincing, please restate your argument and try to make sure that it is convincing. Put in-text referencing. There's no assignment that you'll do without theory. That is a no. Make sure that you put in theory. You reference the theory that you put in. And then you are going to list the premises. They didn't say implicit or explicit, but for me, I always make sure that I do the implicit and explicit premises. And then the last thing that I do is to open the last page, and then put references. You open the last page and put references. Guys, I'm just trying to do a shortcut, so I'm not saying these are the references. I'm just trying to make sure you see how the assignment will look like. You'll have your references, you'll have your premises and the better argument. You'll have your premises. You'll have to evaluate those premises if they are acceptable or if they are valid, and then you'll have your the premises that you got from the assignment. So basically, this is what is needed from assignment number 8. If I said anything that is wrong, I'm sorry. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I am sorry. If I'm too fast because I'm trying to save time for the video, I'm also sorry. But then you can always ask questions on WhatsApp. So I will put my WhatsApp digits, and then you can call, you can ask on WhatsApp, and then I'll try to help you guys. So yeah, thank you very much for giving me your time, and I hope you'll pass this assignment. Yeah, thank you.